It was a fantastic senior night for Purdue women's basketball as they defeated the Wisconsin Badgers 68-48. Just days after the horrific high school basketball team bus crash, the Griffith Panthers put on their uniforms despite their bruises. They soon found out that it was more than just the team that showed up. Purdue Boilermakers were led by senior Ray Davis, who had 24 points in tonight's win against Michigan State. The final round of the 80th Masters taking place today. Jordan Spieth looking to join legendary company. Coming off a tough loss against the Hoosiers, Boilermakers senior guard Ray Davis wants the team to focus on rebounding and breaking the press. Purdue men's golf is ranked 15th in the nation. This weekend they proved themselves, finishing 10th at the prestigious Puerto Rico Classic. Last time these two teams met in Madison, Purdue defeated the Badgers 61-55. Turning over to the NBA, a win and you're in. Coming off a road loss to Toronto's reserves on Friday, the Indiana Pacers still trying to lock up a playoff berth with just 3 games remaining. The blue and gold returning home today to take on the struggling Brooklyn Nets. George Hill and the Pacers looking to make the postseason for the 5th time in the last 6 years. In the early going off the Brooklyn turnover, it's Hill finishing strong at the opposite end for the deuce. 12-15 Indiana. Moments later, Hill steps out and drills the triple try. Blue and gold up by a dozen. Still in the opening quarter, Paul George making his presence felt. PG drains the trifecta. The Pacers lead 39-19 after 1. Move ahead to the third, more George. That's George Hill, nothing but net, but it's Turner who won the night. Give him the hoop and the harm, Indiana leading by 30. And then, just for good measure, Ty Lawson dishing to Turner, slamming. Turner chips in a game-high 28 points. Indiana blows out Brooklyn 129-105. The Pacers are heading back to the playoffs. Losers of 12 straight games, the Purdue baseball team hasn't won a contest since March 19th. The Boilermakers going head-to-head with Indiana in Bloomington this afternoon, trying to snap that skid. The Gold and Black get off to a solid start in the third with runners on first and second. Jack Picciotti going opposite field. That ball nearly leaves the park. Both runners crossing home plate on Picciotti's stand-up double. From college to the big leagues, the Cubs wrapping up a 4-game set with the Diamondbacks. Top of the second, Jake Arrieta takes Shelby Miller deep and out of Chase Field. A 442-foot homer for the Cubs ace. The unexpected happened to the Griffith High School basketball team. Watching them play, you would never know that they were involved in a terrifying bus crash just days ago.
And last week when we were upside down in that bus, I mean, if you'd have told me we were playing even today, and then you would have told me we were going to do this, and then all this happened, because sometimes you think you're a team of destiny.
With a little limp, Coach Gary Hayes led his team onto the court with strength and energy. The team bus flipped over on I-65 on its way to the high school Class 3A semifinal game against Marion. The Panthers came into Wednesday's makeup game hoping to turn tragedy into triumph.
For what they've went through, it's amazing. We were very concerned about even 6 hours ago what we were going to be able to put out here on the court.
For an unsure team with bumps and bruises, they held their own until the final seconds, when a tied game turned into a loss.
I mean, it's amazing how this community grabbed this basketball team on their shoulders and picked us up.
They brought us even more closer. Everyone here is a family, and we can go beyond that.
Those are like my family. Like, we go to school together, we see each other every day. Like, it's very emotional.
Despite the Panthers coming up a bit short, Coach Hayes says that this is a life lesson that the team will take with them in the long run, and also made the community come a whole lot closer. Reporting from Lafayette Jeff High School, Julie Vilanova, Sports 18. Drive, dedication, and hard work are 3 traits Randy Melvin values above all others.
He's not the right guy, he's the best guy.
He's a no-nonsense type of guy. A good figure off and on the field. Somebody's going to tell you the truth. He's going to tell you what you need to work on at that moment. He's going to tell you anything you need to know to be successful.
After winning just 2 games last season, the Boilers are working towards climbing out of the Big Ten's basement. Randy Melvin, the new defensive line coach, is jumping into spring practice with particular goals in mind.
Better detail, the better explanation, and the whys. If they understand that, just like myself, I want to understand their why. Why are they playing? Why do they do this? And if we have that understanding, I can understand them, they can understand me, and again, apply it to help them be successful, because at the end of the day, it's more than football.
A stern leader with an impressive resume, his players are all ears when it comes to Melvin's coaching style.
Coach Melvin, always on your back. It's it's always a learning experience, and it's tough, but it's fun, and I love it.
Open my eyes, my ears, everything. I'm just eager to learn about everything he has to offer.
Melvin coached several of the program's most accomplished pass rushers, including Roosevelt Colvin, Akin Adele, and Chike O'Keefer. He went on to win a Super Bowl ring with the New England Patriots. He has returned to Purdue humble for his second stint with the Boilermakers. But when it comes to his rings, he doesn't mind showing them off.
I'll wear them, usually it's recruiting. So if they're around, they'll see them, yeah.
Those rings are not handed out, they're worked for. Head coach Darryl Hazel has full confidence in Randy Melvin's ability to teach this young team.
Has an unbelievable way of teaching those guys of all the little techniques that they need to beat an offensive line. He's one of the best in the country, in my opinion.
Julie Vilanova, Sports 18. That's a wrap for sports. We'll be back after the break.